Hi folks, so we're looking at the resurrection of Christ, and we're looking at the next part, which is that Jesus Christ was seen by eyewitness people, eyewitness accounts. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 1-7 is a key piece of historical evidence. It was written about AD 55, but the source of information goes back to as early as AD 33. Most scholars agree that this is an early historical source of what the church believed about the resurrection of Christ. Now, brothers, I want to remind you of the gospel I preached to you, which you received, and on which you have taken your stand. By this gospel you were saved, if you hold firmly to what I preached to you. Otherwise you had believed in vain. For what I received I passed on to as first importance, that Christ died for our sin according to the Scriptures, that he was buried, that he was raised on the third day according to the Scriptures, that he appeared Peter, and that to Peter, then to the 12, and after that he appeared to more than 500 of the brothers at the same time, most of whom have fallen asleep. Then he appeared to James, then to the apostles, and last of all he appeared to me also as to one born out of due time. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 1-7. Now, most scholars agree it is a fact that the early church saw visions of Jesus Christ after his death. Not even the skeptics dispute this. Now, this early historical source says that many people witnessed Jesus had resurrected. The problem with the vision hypothesis is you have too many people in too many places to fit into a psychological theory. Also, the Apostle Paul was a Pharisee who believed in the resurrection. He and the Jews knew the difference between an illusion, vision, and resurrection. The early church testified unanimously they saw a resurrected Christ. They were very clear about this. That which was from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked at with our hands, have touched, this we proclaim concerning the word of life. The life appeared, and we have seen it and testified to it, and we proclaim to you the eternal life which was with the Father and has appeared to us. We proclaim to you what we have seen and heard, so that also you may have fellowship with us, and our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son Jesus Christ. We write this to make your joy complete. 1 John chapter 1 verse 1-3. So the argument there is this, is that anybody who comes along and says, look, Jesus didn't rise from the dead because it was an illusion, the disciples saw an illusion. The answer to that is they were Jewish people, and Jewish people only believed in a resurrection. Alright, they knew the difference between an illusion and a resurrection. Paul was a Pharisee, for example. So, in other words, they were very clear on what they saw. They said they saw a resurrected Christ. Now, you might say, well, how do we know that's eyewitness accounts? Well, there are little clues within the Gospels where there's little bits of information which give it away that these people were eyewitnesses. And if you pay close attention to the Gospel text, you will find these little clues. If you want more information on that, go to the 4 lectures at Southern Baptist Theological Seminary by Dr. Balcom on the historicity of the Gospels for more details about that. Okay, so we'll leave it at there, and we'll look at this in more detail now.